This is the Winkle Report with your host, Ferd Winkle. Hi folks, Ferd Winkle here for the Winkle Report. And today, we're airing a special edition of the Winkle Report, as we have an urgent matter and we need your assistance. Have you seen this man? A few weeks ago, we got a tip about an itinerant panhandler on the street who looked very familiar to our informant. He sent a picture in, and I immediately recognized who it was. Within minutes, I was in a car and heading to the location where the man had been seen, and I found him standing in the same spot, holding a sign. I stopped to talk, and though he first denied it, I knew. As soon as he said, "I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a can of spinach today," that I was standing next to one of the best known and most beloved figures in cinematic history. A man who had obviously fallen on hard times, and whose whereabouts had been a mystery for many years. I immediately asked him for an interview, and he agreed on two conditions. One, that I not reveal his name, as he didn't want his fans to remember him this way. And two, that I provide him with a can of spinach. I of course agreed and asked him to come to the office. What follows next is the interview as it occurred. Hi, I'm really glad you could make it. What's that?
It was my first sign. The people were recognizing me, and the kids looked so disappointed when they found out who I was. Now I keep it to stay warm with. And as a reminder, I doesn't want anyone to look at me like that again.
Oh, wow. Can we get a picture?
Where? Over there?
Sure, that's fine. So, how did you come to be this way?
It was technology that did it. With all the newfangled gadgets and everything, I was seen as being too old-fashioned. And the Toons just let me go. I couldn't get no more work. That's when Olivia...
Who? Oh, you mean...
Yeah. That's when Olivia told me I had to quit working for spinach and start thinking about the future. Our future. At the time, it didn't bother me. I was rolling in the green stuff and didn't have a care in the world. I told her, I am what I am, and that's all that I am. Yeah, that's when she handed me the divorce papers and told me she was running off with Plutonowski.
Plutonowski?
Yeah, his real name. And let me tell you, what you saw on the screen ain't a patch on what he's like in real life. By the time they was through with me, I didn't have a can of spinach or a pot to boil it in.
So, they took everything.
Yeah. But the good life has its problems too. I saw her one time just before I crossed over, and she had become as big as a horse.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't think she was that skinny naturally, did you? Studio had her on so many pills, she could barely walk, much less remember her lines. That's why she always seemed so ditzy. And when they cut off her supply, she swelled up like a bleached whale. Still, she was my sweetie patootie. And it hurt when she left. That's when I came over here. I made a live movie, but it didn't work out too well and didn't keep me going for very long. So I started working the boats. Because I've always been a sailor man. But the economy went south and the fishing industry went with it. Since then, I've just been trying to survive. Nobody seems to care anymore. And I'm in such bad shape, the Wimster walked by me one day and didn't even recognize me.
He didn't?
No. I mean, look at me. With no spinach. I got from a size 34 to a size 16.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about your waistline?
No. I'm talking about my forearms.
Sorry about that. I know they were your pride and joy. Speaking of which, what about your child, little sweet...
No! He can't know what's happened. That's all I can stand.
Come back! That was 2 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. He ran running out of here like the hounds of hell were after him, and we haven't heard a word from him since. We contacted the Toon reps, but they either couldn't or wouldn't give us any information, and there's been no word of him on the street. It's as though he's vanished into thin air. And when we went back to his old hangout, all we could find is what you see here. There's a mystery here, folks, one that needs solving, and we need your help to do it. If you see this man, contact us immediately. And show some compassion. Give the man some spinach. P. Come back, P. I miss you. We all do. This has been the Winkle Report.